This is a bold statement here, but I always say Riggs and Murtaugh is my favorite buddy cop duo. Man, I don't know, y'all. I gotta say, after this movie, I gotta say that Will and Martin take that crown. All right, y'all. So first things first, gotta give a shout out to my main man, Anthony A. Perez. Thank you, sir, for the invite, because I really wanted to see this shit. Bad Boys, I almost called it Bad Boys for Life. It should have been called Bad Boys for Life, but Bad Boys Ride or Die, which is the fourth Bad Boys movie. Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, and Martin Lawrence. Y'all, this feels like a full circle moment because I'm going to take you back down memory lane real quick. 1995, I was in the 10th grade, 15 years old. We had a little hood movie theater where all the black kids went to, got all the black movies and the scary movies and stuff. And Bad Boys, the original one, came out at the RKO Inwood. And it was like Star Wars for us because at the time, Martin and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air were the two biggest sitcoms in black households. So it's like, wow, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith are doing a movie together. We gotta go see this, man. Like, this is the best thing since Hulk Hogan and Mr. T teamed up in WrestleMania, you know what I mean? So that was so large at the time. And now fast forward years later, I'm in my 40s and my unks, they still doing anything, man. Uncle Martin, Uncle Will, they're heavier, a little bit older, but man, they still got it. They still got it. So it's almost like going to the family reunion and watching your uncle still do their two-step, and they're still killing it. That's what it felt like watching this movie. So with Martin Lawrence, there's been a lot of speculation about his health. There's people saying that he doesn't look right when they see the press junkets for this movie. They say, yeah, something's up with Martin, man. Did he have a stroke or something? Like, he just seems like he's not well. Look, I don't know if he's playing possum or if something did happen to him after he filmed this movie, but when I watch Bad Boys Ride or Die, I ain't see no shades of health, nothing. When I say Martin has still got it, Martin to me was the best part of the movie. He was the comic relief, just the energy that this movie needed that I felt the last movie lacked. So I did like Bad Boys for Life, which was Bad Boys 3. I did really like that movie, but it felt like it was the Will Smith show because at this point, Martin, he's fatter now. He doesn't have that quick wit like he used to. So it seems like Will had to do a lot of the heavy load, because Martin couldn't keep up with him. And it was kind of sad to see because Bad Boys, it's all about Will and Martin and their chemistry and them, bouncing jokes off of each other, you know what I'm saying? So that's what was missing from the third movie. But when I say in this one, Martin and Will are the best that they've ever been in these movies. And y'all, I gotta say, this is just my first reaction. Now, my mind could change, but just off of this right here, and it was a full house too, so it helped with the ambiance from the crowd. I feel like this is probably the best Bad Boys movie. If not the best Bad Boys movie, this is the best that Will and Martin have worked together. So I can't believe I'm saying this is a bold statement here. But I always say Riggs and Murtaugh is my favorite buddy cop duo. Man, I don't know, y'all. I gotta say, after this movie, I gotta say that Will and Martin take that crown. I gotta say that, y'all. Look, I gotta call a spade a spade. They killed it. So as far as the movie itself goes, this is Bad Boys 101, okay? You have a very simple plot, very generic villain, which all the Bad Boy villains are, okay? Yeah, it's pretty bare bones, man. It's nothing that you have not seen already. But it does what a Bad Boys movie is supposed to do. It delivers some great action, some funny laughs. This is a perfect summer blockbuster film. And the directors, I believe it's two of them, they also directed the third movie as well. They do a lot of experimental camera shots and angles and stuff. Like, there's some techniques that they use where I'm like, okay, that's different, but it's still kind of cool. And I feel like they were also inspired by John Wick because there's kind of a subplot that happens here that kind of takes it back to John Wick, where he was on the run and he was being hunted and there was a bounty on him. And there's something like that kind of happens here in this movie, you know what I'm saying? So has a couple of shades of John Wick in there, but man, and the action's nothing groundbreaking at all, but this was just a fun movie, y'all. This was just a fun summer blockbuster film. This is what summer movies supposed to be. If this movie doesn't make any money, y'all, I don't know what to say. Because it seems like lately movies have just been flopping left and right, and movies that are actually good. Like, I just seen The Fall Guy yesterday, man. I thought The Fall Guy was dope. The Planet of the Apes I thought was dope. Furiosa was really good, even though I wasn't 100% in love with it. So there are some bangers out there, man, but people just ain't going to the movies to see them. So y'all, if you trust my judgment, okay, look at me. All right, look at me. Don't just listen to my voice while you're washing dishes or whatever the fuck you're doing, okay? I want you to stop, look me in my eye. Go see this goddamn movie, okay? If you got love for Martin and Will, go see this movie. If you got love for the Bad Boys franchise, this is your movie. Like I said, this is probably my favorite one of the whole series. Right. As of right now, it could change. Right now, I say 4, 2, 1, and then I put that third one last. But they're all dope. I love them all. But yeah, I think this one right now is number one. I really enjoyed this film. I was entertained. I was laughing. The whole crowd was laughing. The energy was just there. Y'all, and you can take the family to see this. It's a rated R movie, but I think you can take, kids can watch this shit. Hell, my father took me to see RoboCop when I was 7, all right? Stop raising your kids to be pussies, man. Take your kids to go see this shit. This is fun for the whole family. All right, but let's address the elephant in the room and where I'm at. I don't want to lose nobody, okay? Let's address the elephant in the room here. Will Smith, okay? Is Will Smith's reputation gonna hurt the box office numbers for this movie? I don't know. I don't have the infinite YouTube wisdom to predict that shit. But look, let me tell you something. Everybody has that uncle that fucked up at the barbecue. That's still Unc. You know what I'm saying? He ain't kill nobody. He didn't sexually assault nobody. He went on stage, on the biggest stage in the night of movies, and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. All right? I ain't saying it's right what he did, you know what I'm saying? But look, that's still Unc. You don't just throw Unc away like that, man. You don't just throw him in the trash. That's Unc. That's Uncle Will. We grew up with Will. You know what I'm saying, dog? I can remember 10 years old, man, waiting for my mom to finish cooking dinner, and we watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at the dinner table while we're eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a staple in our household, man. We grew up with Will Smith. Don't do him like that. You know, and if anything, hell, I think that adds to his street cred as far as, being a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you watch Bad Boys, the first thing you think of, like, Will Smith. Will Smith ain't hard, man. Will Smith is soft. Like, how many times have you heard back in the day, like, Will Smith was a soft-ass rapper, he was a bubblegum rapper? Look, not saying that makes him hard slapping Chris Rock. Okay, I can hear some of y'all in the comments that makes him hard going on stage and slapping somebody smaller than him. Rashad, you're stupid. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Will, he does have a temper, and he can get pushed to the point where he will put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I probably helped his performance. Hell, I mean, if you go on stage and slap Chris Rock in front of millions of people, he can shoot a couple of motherfuckers in a movie, and it's believable. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to give this movie, I'm going to give it an A. Off rip, I'm going to give it an A. But like I said, generic story, very generic villain, forgettable villain. But, man, you go to these movies for the laughs, the action, the energy. Martin and Will alone is worth the price of admission. And Martin finally, I'm not going to say finally, but compared to that last movie, man, Martin did his thing. Like, he stepped his shit up. Like, he took a Wolverine shot of adrenaline. Ja! And, man, his comedy was full on point. Him and Will worked perfectly together. That's it, and that's all. That's the review. So that being, why I keep saying with that being said, I got to stop saying that shit. I probably say with that being said almost as much as know what I'm saying. I got to work in my vernacular. So, y'all, have you seen the movie? What you think about it? Comment freely below. Let me know. If you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. Peace.